Alright, in this video I'm going to be comparing the book To the Sky Kingdom to the drama adaptation 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, also known as 3 Lives, 3 Worlds, also known as Eternal Love, also known as Once Upon a Time. But ain't nobody here for the movie. This show just has a lot of titles. Let's move on. Few things to keep in mind for this video. Number 1, these are all personal opinions and will definitely differentiate depending on the reader. Number 2, my personal bias will revolve around the fact that A, I'm not a native Mandarin speaker. B, I read the book translated in English, and if you're bilingual, you already know that words and meanings can always get lost in translation. So if you find any critiques that vary depending on your own personal bias, please comment them down below so that we can all educate ourselves. Although I love this series, my ethic morality requires that I mention that the book To the Sky Kingdom was originally plagiarized from this book by this author. Take this information for what you will. The good news is that this video will review the book so that you don't have to purchase it. Alright now, let's go. Overall, I would say that 80 to 90% of the events and dialogue in the book are in the drama series. Most of the dialogue is word for word very similar to the drama. So if you think you're missing some huge plot twist or that the book will answer some plot holes from the drama, the answer is no. The writing overall is very basic. It moves super fast and jumps from scene to scene. The book is riddled in Chinese mythology, so it reads in that way of a fable or fairy tale. Again, this might be something that is lost in translation since I read it in English versus reading it in Chinese. The good news is that it doesn't drag like the drama does. Really? The entire book is written in Bai Qian's perspective. The book also begins in medias res, with Su being pregnant. As we move along in the story, there will be flashbacks from the past. Being stuck in Bai Qian's perspective means that the following scenes do not exist in the book. Which means you lose out on these people. Which means you lose out on these relationships. And we still have plot holes. As far as meaningful storytelling goes, we lose out on how competent Yehua actually is. Like, how does he know Bai Qian is actually Su? If you have decided to read the book, you should stop watching here, because there will be major spoilers moving forward, if I haven't spoiled any already. Susu's torment in the heaven realm was a lot more tragic and darker in the book, as if it wasn't already. The book reading in Bai Qian's perspective means that we are in her head, something that any drama and movie will never get right. In the book, Susu was pregnant for 3 years, ladies. So while going through hormonal changes, she has to also endure all the torment and loneliness in the heaven realm. Her perspective of Yehua's behavior is also vastly darker. In the drama, Yehua taking Susu's eyes was like this. Versus in the book, Yehua taking Susu's eyes was like this. The book describes Susu as being afraid of Yehua, so afraid that she limits her time with him as to not get punished later on. So instead of seeing a quiet and tragic Yang-mi, we actually read how frightened, angry, and desperate Susu actually becomes. In the drama, Bai Qian is so heartbroken that she decides to drink the amnesia potion. Why? She knew she was engaged to Yehua in the future anyways. She would be marrying him anyways. Her son would be her stepson anyways, so why the rush? In the book, this does clarify a lot. Bai Qian's memory has actually been damaged, leaving her in a state of confusion. It feels like she is in a really bad dream, and so she just ends up drinking the amnesia potion to forget the pain. Since this book was originally ripped off from a gay fiction, it actually makes sense that there are themes of homosexuality. People are gay, and this is widely acknowledged and even accepted for some folks. People being gay also answers a lot of our confusion and makes for better storytelling. The book states up front that the demon emperor fell in love with the ninth apprentice and kidnaps him, where he plans to make him his male empress. It never made sense to me why someone would try to kill themselves from not wanting to be a prince, probably a crown prince, but killing themselves because they don't want to enter into a marriage with sexual relations, a little more reasonable. In the book, Li Jing is never aware that Si Yin is actually a girl. When he goes to the mountain, it's actually his choice to accept his homosexuality. And this all makes more sense as to why he ends up choosing Xuanu, who looks like a female Si Yin. In the drama, it made absolutely no sense as to why he chose Xuanu, when in the end, she had complications with her pregnancy due to the fact that she also was not from the ghost realm.
你调戏我老婆，倒调戏得很欢快。
Although Yehua is not homosexual, he does seem to be accepting of the sexual orientation, as on multiple times his wife is dressed like a man. This is never addressed in the drama, but maybe they live in a world where homosexuality is so common that people don't even bring it up. Maybe?
我也不知道。
The dynamic between the Kunlun brothers are very different. In the drama, the brothers are those kind of men that do not exist. They're playful, respectable, innocent. They're ageless virgins who somehow keep their white clothes white. They have spent their life's mission in search of their master and youngest brother. In the book, Bai Qian describes her brothers the way one describes a fraternity. Young men who like MMA, video games, checking out girls, drinking, and porn. You can tell they don't talk to girls much because when they're comparing achievements, they basically tell Bai Qian that as a lady, she doesn't need success, just a good marriage. Also, none of these dudes have backstories. In the drama, when they meet, they respect Bai Qian. She ranks higher than them. They all applaud her courageous act of resealing the Ghost Lord back in the bell. The book normalizes the apprentices, while the drama explores the different paths and subplots of the other brothers.
那也要看你有没有这个本事。
In the book, Bai Qian is much darker, and we can see why her mother was scared for her upbringing. She isn't as playful, cute, and innocent as in the drama. When Xuanu threatens to kill her son, she basically tells her to go ahead and kill him. She will kill Xuanu afterwards and then basically kill herself to accompany her son in the underworld. In the book, Yehua and Mo Yuan are not as stoic and emotionless as in the drama, but since the book excludes their perspectives, we don't really get that much of a closer look at who they truly are, while the drama does do a better job at making this their advantage by making him smarter, stronger, a good father, and hopeless romantic. In the drama, Yehua is a golden lotus, nurtured by the Kunlun pond. It is willingly given to his parents who then birth him, Virgin Mary style. In the book, Yehua is a golden egg, buried under the Kunlun mountain. It is stated that someone must have dug up the egg and ate it, hence she became pregnant with Yehua. We also find out that it was actually Yehua who was piecing back Mo Yuan's soul, and when he was called to be reborn, Mo Yuan had to piece himself back together.
这样可公平了。
In the drama, Mo Yuan gives Si Yi the Kunlun fan, and he wins her devotion instantaneously. In the book, like we said earlier, Si Yi is much darker. Both versions describe Si Yi as being disappointed in Mo Yuan's appearance, but in the book, she continued to resent him onward. She thinks of him as a scam artist who tricked her into thinking he is worthy of his name. And it wasn't until he saved her from Yao Guang that she started to revere Mo Yuan as a worthy master. In fact, Si Yi knew that she was not going to survive her first predestined calamity, as she had not cultivated enough spiritual energy since all she did was nap throughout Mo Yuan's classes. She was one of those YOLO students who had no regrets. That is, until this happened. Mo Yuan tells her, if you wish to become a god, you can't expect Master to keep experiencing your calamities for you. That's not how it works. This resonated deeply with Si Yi and changed her habits to start studying harder in immortal magic and Taoist practices. Yehua and Bai Qian's relationship follows closely to the book. The biggest difference is the portrayal of Bai Qian as an innocent goddess who has no sexual desires. In this scene, Susu is reluctant to give Yehua an answer for repayment, but she does first ask for silver and gold, and when he rejects the offer, she basically suggests sex. This scene does get hazy in the book, but my interpretation of this is that she offered sex, she got pregnant, and then he married her.
我想要的，自始至终不过一个你罢了。
In this scene, Bai Qian is touched by Yehua's romantic words and is genuinely attracted to him, and it is actually Bai Qian who offers a night of intimacy, and their first times are written as parallels where they seek out their desires in forms of repayment. This scene was written as consensual and honest for both characters, something that the drama failed to do so. So the book prose is that despite 452 pages, it does cut to the chase, it gives personality to their characters. The drama cons is that it drags on for 58 episodes with too many unnecessary subplots and plot holes. Drama pros, overall, great character development. We see various types of relationships that support our characters. The sets and costume designs are breathtaking. The book cons, there's a lack of justice, gratification, and closure in the book. And for all of us that were unsatisfied with this drama ending, let's just be thankful because this is the book's ending.